everyone, this is Sandra at Spirit of Avalon. So today I thought I would do a walkthrough of one of the decks that I got when I was in Glastonbury. So that is Tarot of the Sorceress, a Witch's Wheel of the Year, and this is by, I'm not going to be able to pronounce this probably, Berenguer de Moncy. Sorry, that could be totally butchering that. It's by Rockpool. So it's a nice solid box, and it says discover concealed oracle messages and bring to light your hidden depths with the Tarot of the Sorceress. Inspired by pagan spirituality, this deck revolves around the seasonal festivals, sabbats and solar events that comprise the Wheel of the Year and rituals encompassing the four elements of air, water, fire and earth. The major arcana cards embrace the great movements of the Wheel of the Year, while the minor arcana cards are tools in the service of the major arcana, depicting sabbats, seasons, moon cycles, sacred figures, constellations, planets, crystals, and plants. Each element has its own force, but together the cards take on different symbols. This striking tarot, with its beautiful black and white illustrations and metallic highlights, reflects the magical and mystical world. It can be used for divination or during rituals. And this is by Rockpool Publishing. So the box is magnetic, but it's not a really tight magnet. You know, some of them you have a job to open them because the magnet is so strong. This one is not so bad, but it's like that. That's the inside of the box. So, nice, strong box. Then we have a little book. Well, it's more than just a little book. So, let's see what we've got here. So we've got tarot, why a sorceress tarot, numerology, how to use the cards, card spreads, 1 card, 3 card cross spread and witches spread. That sounds cool. The major arcana, minor arcana, acknowledgements and about the author. So that's explained a little bit about the tarot and why Tarot of the Sorceress was created. Numerology in tarot. I'm sorry if you can hear like little running footsteps. My cats are deciding it's time to go nuts, of course, just as I'm filming. How to use the cards. And it's got keywords, the card stories, card spreads. So we've got the 1 card, 3 card, cross spread, and the witches spread I think was the other one, wasn't it? So this looks quite cool. I might try this one. And then we go into the major arcana. So we've got a full page for each card and a page here that gives the name of the card. The sorceress embarks on a spiritual path. We've got keywords and then a write-up here. So we've basically got 1 page which is the card picture and another page of writing. We don't get quite so much for the minors, as you can see, just sort of half a page or less. And then at the back I think there was something about, yeah, there's a bit about the author there. So yeah, so I think altogether, how many pages is it? 127 pages. And that noise is my cat throwing up. I'm really sorry, guys. I'll deal with it later, afterwards. We'll just carry on. Animals, you see. Anyway, we'll carry on. This is what happens when they start charging around. Okay, so these are the cards. Now these cards are quite big, I think. They are gold gilded. It's quite nice gilding on the sides. These are the backs, which I like. Now this is a low scarabeo sized card, so they are slightly wider but quite a bit taller than a low scarabeo sized card. So let's go through the deck. So this is a black and white with a little bit of gold colouring. Now the gold on here is not metallic really. I mean, it's like metallic pen, but it's not like gilding on the cards like the sides are, but it's like metallic type pen. The cards are shiny, as you can see, which I don't mind. Cardstock is quite flexible, so it'll probably be nice for riffle shuffling. It's not thick, it's not too thin though. It's quite nice. So this is our Fool. Then we have the Magician. I like this Magician. You see, and what convinced me to buy this is because when we were in Glastonbury, Simon had a look at this deck and was thinking about buying it, and he found a video on YouTube and we watched it, and he wasn't overly keen, thought, no, I don't need to buy that, which is fine. But I actually said, oh, do you know what, I really like the look of that. So of course I had to go to the shop where we'd seen it and get it. This is the High Priestess. I love this in the book. You've got like a tree there, and I love like the bits of gold as well, so it's not just a completely black and white deck. This is the Empress. Look at her. I mean, seriously, you've got all these other like figures in it. It's like a maypole, isn't it? So, you know, like the fertility aspect, and of course she's pregnant there, and the maypole represents the male part, and the maypole going into the ground is like entering the female. We have the Emperor. Oh, wow, look at him. I say him. Yeah, I think it is male, isn't it? Look at this, a really cool Hierophant. I think this is so good. I'm really sorry about the noise, guys, but the trouble is this is the only time I can film. So yeah, and we've got like, you know, these symbols and things as well, but look at all this on his back and the scales of justice. So there's really quite a lot to see in these cards. I really like that Hierophant. Then we've got the Lovers. It's very cool. Look at that goldy sun. Like I say, it's not actual gilding on the cards, but at least it gives you that other bit of colour other than the black and white. And some of the cards have a white background and some have black. So this is the Chariot. Very different type of chariot this, isn't it? Justice. So we've got Justice at 8 instead of Strength. So this has been done in a Marseille style, which is fine because I will read it how I read it, you know. Yes, and sorry, I probably should have mentioned, I forgot, there is a little bit of nudity. It's not like really bad, but if it's something you don't like. The Hermit, that's different, isn't it? Very cool singing bowl. See, I like when decks are different, when they do something different like this. And we've got a gold background to the Wheel of Fortune card. I love all the plants and the sun in this one. We have Strength. Again, a different type of strength card, but I like it. We have the Hanged Man. Quite cool. And that's him up that way. I like the position he's in. He's in that like lotus position. So this is Death, and doesn't have an actual name. You can see here it's just got the number 13, so that is our Death card, which I think is cool. Look at these skeletons here. A bat. So there's lots of things that you don't see at first in these cards, so these are ones that are really gonna, you know, be good to really look at and see all the different things in them. Temperance. The Devil, love it, look at that. So cool. I've got to laugh, look how they've strategically placed that, well, it's the chakras, isn't it? But it's been strategically placed. The Tower. I like that for the Tower. We have the Star. It's really nice. The Moon. Love this, that it's like the triple moon. The Sun, that's different. That's very cool. Judgment. And we have the World. I really like that one too. Okay, so then we go on to our minors. So we have the Ace of Air, which I'm assuming will be swords, but I didn't actually look prior to this. And you can see like the elemental symbols. 2 of air. 3 of air. 4 of air. 5 of air. That's a cool image. 6 of air. 7 of air. So the air symbols are like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's the amount of like you would have to say 7 swords. So they're putting like the elemental symbols in the card instead of say swords, wands, etc. And you know, I don't actually mind that. 8 of air. You know, like I say, it's different and it's nice to have something a bit different. 9 of air. Now, some people might not like that, and that's absolutely fine. you know, we can't all like the same things. 10 of air. Then we have the page of air. The queen of air. Oh. Okay, they're not in the right order. Let's just do that. So we've had the page of air. So now we have the knight of air. How cool is this? Like the constellations. The queen of air. Love the owls. And the king of air. Very cool. Yeah, I really like this deck. Of course, to use this you probably will need some knowledge of tarot, like so that you know, like swords, for instance, so air, so you can relate that to it, or you can just go intuitively, like a lot of people do. So ace of water, so this would like be cups. 2 of water, but you can see this is different. 3 of water. So maybe this is going on like a Marseille system then, as we had justice at 8. But that's okay. 4 of water. 5 of water. Oh, I like that. 6 of water. 7 of water. Oh, I love that one with the herbs and the crystals. 8 of water. 9 of water. Love that. 10 of water. So I think this will be a deck where you do need to read the guidebook, and probably not a deck for complete beginners, I wouldn't think. So we have the page of water. Let's find our knight. The knight of water. So it looks like they're all going to be like constellations and things here, and probably different like goddesses and that represented. Like I say, I haven't read the book. I'm just literally doing this straight from the box. Queen of water. I love that. Look at that. And riding on that swan. And the king of water. Wow, look at him. Very cool. So then we have our fire suit. So ace of fire. I like that. The 2 of fire. 3 of fire. Look at all those eyes. How interesting is that? 4 of fire. Love all those moon phases. 5 of fire. 6 of fire. So we've got like crystals there. 7 of fire. 8 of fire. 9 of fire. Cool one. And the 10 of fire. And we have our Page of Fire. Oh, I love that. That is very cool. That almost gives me mandrake vibes, because you know, like a mandrake can kind of look like a person, a mandrake root. Let's just have a look. Shall we look in the book at Page of Fire? See if I can find it, just to see. Like any page, the Page of Fire is in between two things, is in the middle of hatching. He is the most exalted, ardent and committed of all pages, living on passion and creativity, and has not thought of consequences. He reveals himself fearlessly, all the while retaining the modesty of his youth and fiercely protecting his inner child. Page of Fire, and it says mandrake incense. So I was right when I thought it reminded me straight away of mandrake, and it says mandrake incense. Yeah, so this is a very different deck. So it will take a bit of getting used to. So we have the Knight of Fire, the Queen of Fire. Wow, look at her. Huge snake. And the King of Fire. See, at first I couldn't see that was a man, but then you see this figure kind of squatting, holding this up. So the last suit is the suit of Earth, so Ace of Earth, 2 of Earth. Oh, I love the bat. 3 of Earth, 4 of Earth, 5 of Earth, 6 of Earth. That's like a crystal grid or something like that. 7 of Earth, like sage, like cleansing. 5 of Earth, 8 of Earth, sorry. I like that one. 9 of Earth. Love the pentacle in that. 10 of Earth. And then we have our Page of Earth. It's a lovely one. The Knight of Earth. Queen of Earth, love that too. And our King of Earth, again, love it. Yeah, so what do you think, guys? This is definitely a different deck, that's for sure, and we'll need a bit of working with, I think, and definitely need to read the book. But it does say that you can use this in rituals as well, so there's other ways that you can use this deck, which I think is interesting and really cool as well. I love it when we can use tarot cards or oracle cards in different ways to the usual divination, but obviously I will be using them in the usual tarot way, but I'm going to see if there's like suggestions and things in the book about rituals, or you could just you know, create your own. See, and it says in the book things like Queen of Air, Barn Owl, 10 of Air, Venus, Page of Air is Iris incense. So it's really interesting. 4 of Air, Blue Moon. So I think this is going to be really useful to read. So yeah, I'm looking forward to reading that and seeing how I get on with this deck. So yeah, let me know below, guys, what you think, whether you think this might be something you might try. And it does say it's a witch's wheel of the year, so yeah, I just like something different, and I liked the images, and I thought, well, let's give it a go. So yeah, anyway, I'm sure I'll be back with some more walkthroughs of the other decks that I bought whilst in Glastonbury, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.